Hi, this is Abhimanyu, and I'm in conversation with actor Divyenndu. Divyenndu, how are you doing today?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Doing great. You are a busy man these days, multiple projects, and you've even found time to do a short film in between. Like, how do you manage to find so much time?
Maybe I'm just greedy for good work. Uh, but yeah, man. I mean, it's fun to especially do a thing like a short film, in between. And, it takes me back to my roots from a film school or, theater days in Delhi, uh, where you get to express yourself without thinking too much about, other things, financial things or whatever it is. It's just, yeah, it's like, uh, yeah, there are no boundaries here. Just go out there, play, express yourself, and just be stupid at times. Not to think too much about the final outcome. Just go and have fun.
The creative satisfaction is there, I suppose. That's what you're
Yes,
looking
yes,
at.
that's what we all aim for. Yes,
Yeah, yeah. So the film, is it 1800 Life or is it 1800 Life? I don't know how to pronounce it.
1800 life.
1800 Life. What sort of drew you towards it, apart from the fact that it's a short film and sort of good to do creatively? What was it that drew you towards it?
I mean, the theme is pretty much it's pretty unique. We're talking about AI in the film,
Hmm.
and I think we haven't explored too much stories about AI interference in our lives,
Right,
and in a very, very, very dark way,
right.
which becomes a little bizarre, becomes a little spooky, becomes a little comic. So a gamut of emotions,
Mhm.
which are there in the script, and uh, play it's a solo act.
Right.
I'm by myself, just with a voice. So a lot of new things to experiment, like we discussed that it's the field. You go out there and the play the shots you haven't thought of.
Uh-huh.
So but especially, yeah, AI, it's yeah, it's spooky, dude, in the film. Yeah.
Right, right. And the concept of horror slash sci-fi that it brings and sort of mystery elements that it does is very unique. Like it is very new in India because we haven't explored this sort of a thing in
Yeah.
any sort of format, whether it is web series, TV, film, whatever. So your path breaker there, right? Good, feels good.
I mean, yeah, that's what I said. I mean, it's a pretty unique concept. We haven't done anything on it. So, and when someone like Guneet Monga produces it, and Amazon comes into the picture, it's a perfect cocktail
Mm,
there. And because technology is largely, and AI is also
mm,
slowly becoming part of our lives. And I was just remembering that there was a quote said by Stephen Hawking,
mm.
where in back in 2018, and he said it will either be the best thing that's ever happened to us, or it will be the worst thing.
Over the last few years, although you have done diverse roles, which have been very different in tones and character, including this one. But if I had to touch a commonality among them, is that the subject matter is dark, gritty, which is very far removed from what you came to play initially with Pyar Ka Punchnama. Has that just happened to you?
Honestly, Abhimanyu, it was the natural calling. Funny boy next door, good-looking, charming, happy-go-lucky guy was an accident for me. Coming from a film school, I always thought of doing parallel cinema and indie stuff in life. But there I was with my first film, Pyar Ka Punchnama, commercial success. Second film with the man himself, David Dhawan, and and then just so it just I was. I don't know, Alice in Wonderland or something, maybe, in Candyland, maybe. So
Yeah,
it was a different experience for me, honestly, how to go about it. But yeah, that's where you thank your training, as an artist, that, it just came in really handy. I enjoyed myself there.
between Mirzapur happened, which gave you like a cult following. And of course, that sort of popularity is every actor's dream. Apart from creative satisfaction, you do crave for some sort of recognition, if not fame. But has that fame, has the association with that character been a bane also? Because people tend to assume, oh, ये तो यही कर सकता है. ऐसा हुआ है क्या नहीं?
Thankfully not. So basically, what it did is Mirzapur actually, uh, with Pyar Ka Punchnama on one side and Mirzapur on the other
Ah,
side, it just gave me a lot of, gave people also a lot of horizon, to look
yeah,
into my world. I could show my artillery to the directors or to the audiences. So it actually helped me a lot in
mhm,
getting me recognition as a complete artist, maybe, and not someone who is good at something and
right.
जिसको किसी और चीज में देखा नहीं है. So I'm pretty thankful for that.
And what was fans' reaction? What was the first time that you sort of felt, okay, I have arrived. People are recognizing me on street, hogging me, selfies वगैरह हो रही है. Was that ever that one moment?
हाँ yeah, definitely. And I'm pretty fortunate that way is that it happened with the first film only, because
हाँ,
Liquid became a very,
हाँ,
बड़ा मजा आया था लोगों को Liquid देखने में. And I remember I was in Delhi, और मैं uh, I was to meet a friend or something. This is right after Pyar Ka Punchnama. And तो I am from Delhi, but जब तक मैं
mhm,
दिल्ली से निकला तब तक वो metro आया नहीं था. So the metro was
okay,
there. So I was in Delhi. I was like, I was to meet a friend. I was like, अरे रुक, मैं metro लेके आता हूँ. I want to really experience Delhi metro. And I had like a full beard and everything. I was wearing a cap and dark glasses also. So I thought it's pretty. I mean, I don't look
safe.
like Liquid at all. तब तक लोगों ने तो देखा नहीं था कभी भी with beard or anything. Liquid was this pure white
Yeah.
image, and so I thought कि चलते हैं वो होगा. But then people started recognizing me in metro and started asking for pictures and everything, and I was like, oh,
Okay.
okay, acha. But so yeah, I realized that, and but yeah, it. I mean, Mirzapur took it to a different
Mhm.
level only. I mean, the craze and everything, especially in the central part of India, or
The heartland.
like, yeah, the heartland, and even Delhi, or you go towards Chandigarh or Himachal or all these places also. I mean, people really love Munna, so and they really express themselves.
What
So
has been the
it's
craziest compliment that you've gotten for Munavia?
uh, I don't know. It's a lot of physicality which I see in people. Ek to, like, you always have a lot of people, if they, when I'm shooting in UP or MP, so a lot of people are there. And whenever I come out of vanity going towards my set, so the boys are going, Bhaiya mein bhaiya, Munna bhai, Bhaiya mein bhai. So they're doing all that. Uh, then one time I was shooting in Kanpur. I did a project called Kanpuriye for
Right.
Hotstar.
Yeah.
So I was shooting in Kanpur, and we were shooting in a cyber cafe. So the Janta got to know कि भैया आए हुए हैं. So there
Mhm.
were hordes of guys out there कि मुन्ना भैया, we have to meet him, this and that. So because there were so many people, they asked me कि आप back door से निकल के जा सकते हो. Too many people out there. So these guys, they really got like crazy that how could he leave like that. So they broke the glass and everything of the shop. So yeah. So in those parts, it gets really intense also. Like in Mumbai, when I step out, people recognize you, but they are pretty civil, maybe, or pretty sweet to not really, come and,
Encroaching.
yeah, encroach in your territory. But other parts, which is fascinating also. I mean, when you go and you
The
see
passion is
so much,
different. Yeah.
yeah, dude. I mean, itna, when you see someone loving a character so much that I myself, I think, yeah, so I mean, itna that you love this guy so much. It's a I think it's a blessed feeling to have, because that guy doesn't exist, right?
Mhm.
We're talking about AI. That guy is a virtual reality, this sort of a thing. There's
Exactly.
some different dimension. He is in, and the pure suspension of disbelief, dude. It's just amazing.
Amazing. So coming back to, like you mentioned, AI in films, your film. More such short films which you do just in the spur of the moment on the cards, or as and when it happens.
Shorts are not really on the cards right now. I still have to come across a good script, because you also just don't want to do it for the heck of it. Also,
Ah, true.
you want to have something in it. Uh, because doing a short film also is a challenging thing, because mostly you're working with first time filmmakers and
Yeah.
new filmmakers, and your journey and their journeys are different. They are experimenting and doing something which you have already experienced, and you want to say कि
Mm.
ऐसे नहीं होता, ये ऐसे होता है. But you don't want to do that because you want them to do
Yeah.
things according to them. So it gets tricky also there. So not right now, but yeah, it would be lovely to do something new, in a vampire world or something. Yeah,
Okay.
dude.
That
Yeah,
that
no.
that we would love to see. Uh,
Yes.
Thanks for speaking, Divyendu. Pleasure speaking to you.